extra card with me in case I have to switch stuff. I don't know how this is going to work. This is going to be about different kinds of foundations. I have old skin. I'm going to be 62 tomorrow. So here's my skin. I've always had oily skin. I do notice that underneath my eyes, the concealer collects. What else? Everything's sagging. How about that? I need something magic to stop that. I am going to take on my trip, because I know I'm not going to wear much makeup when I go to Hawaii. I'm going to take a powdered one. I don't have MAC Studio Fix anymore. I really liked it. This is light medium mineralized skin finish natural, and I like these little puffs, you know, and so I'm just going to, well, I don't have any foundation on. Let's put some on my chin. So, you know, that'll fill in the pores. I did put primer on for you guys. So that'll fill in some pores. What else? Different ways of applying it. Where's the other one? The liquid ones, I got this wet, so it's big and puffy. There's a flat kabuki, you can buff that in, and then there's the flat type. This is a prescriptive anyway, and so you just brush that on. This you kind of stipple and push in, and this you bounce on. So I'm going to keep that in my bag to keep clean. There's another powder everybody loves, is the Mercier. Mercier what? Mineral powder. And mine is in natural beige. And you pour a little bit into the cap, like that. And I'm going to take my stippling brush. And sometimes I use a kabuki. And let's put that on my cheek. And you just buff it in. And they say the more you buff, the more you glow or something. But I don't know. Anyway, you can... Prissy and Pink says you can layer it. And she puts on sometimes like 3 layers. So, there's another powder. What I love, and I've been using for the last couple of years, is the Estee Lauder, and I use it with the Day Wear Plus and the Double Wear. I will take just a little, I'm going to use a little less because I'm only going to do a cheek. Put that on, and then about the same amount or less. You have to watch out if it clogs up because then it explodes. So anyway, I just put a little bit like that. And dab it around so that you mix it. And I put that, pretend I've dotted that all over my face. And, oh, let's use the beauty blender. I'll show you how that works. Ouch. I'm on my knees. But anyway, how's this for no mirror? So there's the Mercier, Estee Lauder, MAC. You put on primer, and then I've got the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Concealer. And one time I tried that, and I just put it, you know, where I had spots or redness and where I really kind of wanted it. And, you know, if you're in a pinch, you can use concealer, just, you know, not all over. I have some samples that I haven't tried yet, so maybe we'll try them outside. I won't be able to tell you how I like them because I'm outside and I'm not, you know, under the light and the magnifying mirror. This one will be the Dior BB cream. I got this at Sephora. The lady there said that you can either pat it on or rub it on, and it gives 2 different finishes. I don't know if I remember which way, but no scent at all. So I'm just going to take a little bit, and I'm going to put it back in its bag so I remember which one is the Dior. Because I will tell you how I like it sometime else. Let's see. Let's come up here and put it on my nose. Oh, it's kind of thick. And then as I use it, I can kind of smell it. I still have to go to the library. Boy, there's a lot of coverage there. I wish I didn't have a wet nose, but anyway. So I pat it on. And then in the sunshine, that gives a nice finish. Yeah, this looks pale. Maybe I better not take that away. I'm going to be white in that. The Mercier has a little more color. That looks very natural. I love the BB cream. Yeah, I'm going to buy Dior before I go on a trip. I'm trying not to spend money, and all I want to do is spend it. Okay, this is the Laura Mercier Silk Foundation. It looks very solid compared to the other one. But when I stick my finger in it, it's not. This one is medium ivory. Put it on. Do you have any more? Yeah, I've got one more. So I'll do half of my forehead. Got that on. I have to go in the sun so I can see it. Boy, it feels very slickery, soft. Thinking I like that Dior. So there's the Laura Mercier? Yeah, Laura Mercier, the Dior. Okay, last one, but not least. They told me to mix them. I don't know if I'm going to do that because I'm outside. I'll get this everywhere. But this is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and this is the Fluid Sheer, I don't know, sample. Maybe it's a, I wonder if it's a primer or something. Well, let's try it. In the interest of YouTube, huh? So, oh, it's got color. I don't know what it is. Let's squish some of it out. It's very dark. On out. I just want a little bit. Alright. It looks very dark too. But they said mix it, so I'm going to open up this box. Isn't that cute? I love samples. I love cute samples. Oh, I saw where it went. So here's just a little bit of the Giorgio Armani. It's very liquidy. See, it kind of runs, and then I've got, where's this? So I'll mix them. There they are mixed. Here's my little mirror. I wonder if I'll look like a Pinto when I go into, oh my gosh, that feels so smooth. So fun to apply. No scent. I love scent though, you know. I've got tough skin. Yeah, that's darker than that side. So here's the Giorgio Armani and the Laura Mercier Silk. Well, which one do I like better? Let's use glasses. You know, being in the sun's a good test. I wish I had a bigger mirror. The Laura Mercier looks very natural. So does that. I think I got a little more coverage with the Laura Mercier. More coverage with the Dior BB cream. The powder's okay of the Laura Mercier. I like the Estee Lauder. I've used it. I'm not liking the MAC powder. Probably because it's the wrong color for me this time of the year, but I can see the powder sitting on top of my skin. I don't know what I'm going to take. I think I'll just dab this under my eye. Use that as concealer. And then since I'm in town, I knew this was going to happen, so I brought my Luster. Didn't bring a brush, so guess what? I'm going to use this guy, you know. Necessity is the mother of invention, right? So let's just put some of that on. Love this stuff. Boy, foundation makes your skin so smooth and pretty. I like it. In the last 2 years since I've been able to buy makeup and love it, I've worn it every day. Unless I've felt sick or depressed. I'm going to put on NARS Orgasm. Just right on the apples and up a little bit. Because it's still summer, right? My skin's still dark enough to make it work. I don't like it on me in the winter, so here I am with all my colors. I like the expensive stuff. That's my conclusion. When I run out of all my expensive stuff, then I'm going to be trying Neutrogena, because I don't think you can go wrong with that. I'm going to be trying, I don't know, CoverGirl. It has a smell. At least it did back when I was a teenager. Who else am I going to try? There was somebody else. Oh, the Revlon. I want to try that whip somebody was talking about. So that's it for now. Maybe I'll annotate what I really like best when I get home and see how it wears and that kind of thing. So thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.